Mr. Speaker, I rise today to address the dangerous actions of the Health and Human Services Secretary in regard to vaccines. Vaccines play a critical role in protecting our entire population in the United States. They are the most powerful tool we have against serious infectious diseases. They help our immune system learn how to fight against viruses and prevent disease from spreading to our neighbors, communities, and loved ones. A 2024 CDC study showed that routine vaccines have prevented over 508 million cases of illness in children. The impact is immeasurable. That's hundreds of millions of children who were saved from having to suffer through a miserable illness. On top of that, their families, friends, neighbors, classmates, and loved ones are all able to stay guarded from these viruses and diseases. And it's really all thanks to modern medicine, science, research, and the proven success of vaccines. The United States military administers 17 vaccines to military personnel on the basis of occupation, the location of their deployment, and mission requirements. Once common diseases like polio, tetanus, and hepatitis B are now almost unheard of thanks to routine vaccinations. Vaccines have become so effective that people have forgotten the serious threat that they guard against in our communities. And now they are trying to politicize one of the most revolutionary developments of modern medicine. Health and Human Service Secretary Kennedy has been on a mission to spread misinformation and fearmonger to scare parents away from getting their kids life-saving vaccines. And not only that, he's attacking the research and medical institutions that advance our health systems. He's canceled nearly $500 million in contracts to develop vaccines. This blatant disregard for the health of our communities is reckless and puts all of us in danger. As Undersecretary of Defense for Personnel and Readiness at the Pentagon, I oversaw public health efforts at the Pentagon during the COVID-19 pandemic, which included acquiring and distributing vaccines to military personnel. In order to maintain the strength of our military, we need people equipped for whatever the world throws at them, and that includes diseases. Operation Warp Speed was a success. Over 95% of active duty personnel were vaccinated, and while no vaccine is perfect, only 3 individuals who took the vaccine while on active duty died from the COVID-19 complications. Operation Warp Speed was so much of a success that Secretary Esper included a binder labeled Operation Warp Speed in his official portrait. It's just too bad that no one can no longer see it hanging in the Pentagon. I do find it ironic that the president who spoke out against the distribution of the vaccines for so long is now trying to embrace its success. Our society has become healthier and more productive because of vaccines. Vaccines have become a global investment in a strong public health system. In our modern times, we no longer need to worry about sending our kids to school, going to large sporting events or concerts, or even traveling, all because of the major reduction in the spread of disease. Vaccines are to thank for that. And there are several consequences to rejecting vaccines and the science behind them. Mr. Kennedy's recent comments attacking vaccines is destroying decades of work and community trust that has fostered safer and healthier communities, trust that is based on good science. It's careless and dangerous, but he continues to follow in the footsteps of the president and create false narratives to spread fear and distrust. This anti-vaccine mission he is on is going to prevent families and children from getting the proper health care that they need. It is going to significantly limit the resources that families have to keep themselves healthy and protect them against infectious disease. It should not be a political issue. This is about the health of our people, the health of our nation. Every American should be alarmed about the detrimental impact that this will have on our communities across the nation and globe, which is why I am fully committed to keeping our country safe and healthy, lowering the cost of health care, and making medical resources more accessible. All Americans deserve access to quality health care, including critical preventive care like vaccines. Secretary Kennedy, you are being lauded for your campaign to remove dyes from food. And I think that is admirable, but removing dyes from drinks and foods won't protect kids from the threat of measles, chickenpox, polio, or other diseases. Vaccines are safe, they're effective, and our best defense against life-threatening diseases. I urge all Americans to trust our scientists, our doctors, and decades of research. Get vaccinated to protect yourself, your families, and our communities. We have the power to maintain a healthy society and prevent deadly infectious disease. Thank you, and I yield back.